My dear people of Ambazonia, you see, France and La République du Cameroon are aware of the stakes in 2025. They have also understood that Mr. Paul Biya will never accept to be an ex-president. Write it down. Ex-president. Never. Mr. Paul Biya and his close aides and his gang, they are aware of one thing, that if they are not in power, they are dead. They'll be in trouble. For that reason, it is unto his very last breath that he will not be in power. As long as he lives, he has to be in power to avoid the disgrace. That is why what I'm going to reveal to you right here will shock you, will embarrass you. You will say, but Mr. Akuro is falling from the skies. But trust me, folks, I told you before, I worked in that system for 19 years. Usually when I say this, people say, hey, that's why we tell you he's an agent. I don't deny it. Because if you think that way, fine. But the fact that I work in that system to the heart of it, that is why when they noticed that I had made up my mind to stand for what I believe in, they were ready to take my life the fastest possible because I had fought them for too many years. They were angry that I was in plain sight. They didn't know this is how far I could go. But I'm still right at the heart. I've still had tentacles at the heart of that system. That's why I get this. For our sake. For the sake of the freedom of our land. That's what motivates me. My people, Paul Biya and his cohorts sat down and they said, and they had this very sound conversation with the allies, the French and the British. And if Paul Biya is disgraced out, he will fight back. So everything has to be done to accommodate him until his last minutes while they prepare to make sure there is a smooth transition to avoid a situation that would allow Ambazonia the opportunity, or Southern Cameroonians the opportunity, to take advantage. You know how it happens in the mafia. When we notice we can't beat you, we make sure we dirty your fingers and have a dagger flying over your head and use you for our purpose. That's what's going on in La République du Cameroon right now. Some people are marveled. They are saying things. What is going on? What is happening? You have heard noise. It will be Frank Biya. Suddenly there was noise about Frank Biya. Frank Biya, pictures. They died. Biya thought he was going to die quickly. So they had to start fronting Frank Biya. But they suddenly see he's not dying. Although he's finished and honor, he's not dying. Frank Biya must wait. Because it's not possible to put Frank Biya. Biya is still dead. Lies. Biya doesn't trust even Frank. Biya tells him if even Frank sits there, he can still harm him. Biya knows what he has done. He cannot trust even Frank. He trusts only himself. That's what happens to all mafia leaders. You don't trust anyone except themselves. And so, strategies have to be put in place. But now, at the beginning of the year, when Paul Biya made the speech, the statement he made in his speech, that he was going to continue to serve, when he said, the coming year 2025 promises to be replete with challenges. However, there is not a shadow of doubt in my mind that by remaining as united and cohesive as always, we will meet them. And then he says, yes, my dear compatriots, we will, as in the past, together, turn these challenges into opportunities. Together, We will continue to move forward with determination in security and peace. And then he said, I particularly appreciate the unwavering and massive support you have always given me over the years. It is this unwavering trust that has inspired my tireless efforts to meet your aspirations. Your trust is both an honor and a compass for my actions in steering our beloved and beautiful country. And he concluded, I can assure you that my resolve to serve you remains steadfast and grows stronger by the day as we address the immense challenges facing us. And now, when Mr. Biya made this statement, he saw here a system, it was a teaser early in the year because they don't want to be surprised at the last minute. It was deliberate to see and test the reactions of the people. And they have seen the huge challenges ahead. They are not stupid. They have been preparing. That is why they had used the Minister of Sports and Physical Education to give Samuel Eto'o, whom they had seen rising in popularity so bad, the toughest times of his life. That's why they pumped money into CAF, into FIFA, into all those structures to dangle on the head of Samuel Eto'o the specter of him being removed, one, as president of FECAFOOT, two, also of legal action running on him so he will be crushed beyond recognition. They had to squeeze Eto'o for Eto'o to do what? To find himself in a desperate position and to fall back on Mr. Paul Biya for protection. And then Paul Biya will now come in like honest Iago in Shakespeare's Othello and play the good boy, play the gentle benefactor, and tell Eto'o, my son, nobody will touch you. When you suddenly hear, after all the information we had out, the audios we heard, everything that was clear, that Samuel Eto'o was involved in match fixing. Samuel Eto'o violated regulations here and there. Suddenly, from nowhere, CAF cleared Eto'o, FIFA cleared Eto'o, everyone clears Eto'o. Eto'o is not a Superman. Eto'o is not Elon Musk with much of the money in the world. This is carefully arranged, carefully fixed, because Paul Biya knew that it would get to a point where he would be in serious murky waters. I will dig this out to you at the end of the day. Look at this picture. You notice? Suddenly, from nowhere, because before now, in 2024, 2023, the Biya system was angry with Samuel Eto'o getting huge crowds, huge turnouts, wonderful receptions here and there, titles, Lamido of this, Lamido of that, everywhere, and they had to be sending Frank Biya to counter him, especially the Lamido of Ray Buba, with this and that everywhere. But suddenly, the Biya system is accommodating Samuel Eto'o so nicely, so well. The military, everybody, they are pushing Samuel Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o is receiving a hero's welcome all over La République du Cameroon, and even with exiled funds of the southern Cameroons. People are watching and saying, oh, Samuel Eto'o showed them pepper. You are naive. You don't have a point. You don't even understand. Look at this picture. Of course, we have heard the brouhaha from the funds about this. The social media was wild. Oh, Samuel Eto'o is now maintenant le nouveau fond de fonds. He has unseated Paul Biya. He has this and that. He has all of this. And Samuel Eto'o is up and down. There's a controversy. Letters have been flying from left and right. That's the subject of another communication I'm coming here with. Because the issue of the funds of the grass field of the southern Cameroons, and this title palaver is what I'll come to talk about at another time. But you see, why you have this is because of what I'm going to tell. You look at this Samuel Eto'o, you look at this CNA, of course, our brother Tamfu. You look at this, all those arrows are pointing to that cap and the attire. Why? Because Honorable Enwe Francis, but don't call him senator because he's not a senator. He's Paul Biya's appointed senator. He's not a senator for the people of the Southern Cameroons. He used to be an honorable member of parliament in Widikum, elected by the people. I keep saying that. At that time, I recognized him as such. That's why I call him honorable because of that. Of course, you can see that behind me is a picture of Upstation Bamenda. Someday, I'll come and talk about why I am seated here like this at Upstation Bamenda. But again, let's go to this picture. This is a attire that was worn by Honorable Enwe Francis, and hair was breaking loose. But it was repeated on Samuel Eto'o. But I saw, and there was a huge media boost. You never heard Atanga Ponji come out and threaten to send Ansepang Afame after Eto'o. You never heard Paul Atanganji come out to say, no! I'm the Minister of Territorial Administration, and those funds, those chiefs are all under me. They should not make noise. The auxiliaries of the administration, how can they counsel other person fund of funds when Dia is the only? No, no noise. You definitely are wondering why. Eto'o left from there, went to the north. Then he was inaugurating some stuff in the north. You found Eto'o in the streets of Garwa, Marwa, Benue, sound, fanfare, everything. Eto'o has what they call in French, le vent en poupe. Like Louis Camona is what they call in French, jaser à l'Eto'omania. Hey! And it doesn't worry anybody. No, in 2023, it worried them. In 2024, they didn't want to hear about it. They had to attack him because he was going to outshine Frank Biya, until they had to work with a French firm to bring Ngannou, Ngannou, the athlete, the world champion, to bring Kylian Mbappe, the football superstar, the Ballon d'Or, and all not, to come and sign a picture of Frank Biya. They had to bring those ones to make sure, and then at another point they had to say Frank Biya is a greater star than Eto'o. But this time around, they are not doing it. Eto'o left after other fanfare. Eto'o was in the West region. This is Eto'o in the West. Where is Bazoo, or wherever, or is Bamena, or is Bamengu, or is Bamenju, or is Bamenkik? Eto'o just visited a palace to mourn with the people where their phone died. And the whole place just saying Eto'o, you see Eto'o dressed up there. Eto'o just went to visit her to mourn with them. He has no business, that chief who died, that chef superior died, has no business with football. And they are decorating Eto'o. Eto'o is Ozange. As you can see, crowds, Eto'o, Eto'o, Eto'o. This is the same Eto'o. Hey, the Eto'o mania is reaching vexing levels. But nobody is angry. It is on CRTV, on Canal 2, on Equinox, on STV, on everything. They are hailing Eto'o. Biya is not angry. Frank Biya is not angry. Atanga Ponji is not angry. Nobody is angry. They are just watching. Hey, Eto'o is le vent en poupe. Wonderful. All these wonderful images of Eto'o is quiet. Not worried. It is democracy. C'est la démocratie. Il est libre de voir qui veut. C'est un fils du Cameroun. And then it is going. People are like, oh my goodness. No, they just say, no, c'est le président de l'Africa Food. But wait a minute. This is the same Samuel Eto'o. Who here? Does anybody recognize who Eto'o is put here? The other person is sitting on the ground, literally on the ground, to honor Samuel Eto'o. Hey, this is Garga Aman Haji. Hey, le chasseur de baleines. Garga Aman Haji. For those of you of the younger generation, you may not know who Garga Aman Haji is. Garga Aman Haji was the minister of the Public Service and Administrative Reform who resigned in the 90s that they were not allowing him a free hand to do what he wanted and became a presidential candidate. He even supported the Union for Change and supported Mr. Frundi's candidate. In 1992, Garga Aman Haji was a man of metal, and the regime had to squeeze him until he finally had to accept appointments from them because they beat him to a point where he understood that if you cannot beat them, join them. You have to join Amanjua. He is here for this purpose. Receive Samuel Eto'o. You see how he is in all reverence. Garga Aman Haji is a noble because he's from the Ayatu family in Garoua, in the north region of La République du Cameroon. He's a noble. To find him at this point with Samuel Eto'o in this picture, it's not a given. There is so much visual about Samuel Eto'o that you're going to see. It's even still coming. A lot of it. Even still on this platform, of this discussion. Don't go away if you just join. You're still going to see. You'll be asking yourself, but what is going on? And then Samuel Eto'o supporters, they're not laughing about it. Then watch this one. This is what they call the icing on the cake. Watch.
Le PTT est là. Merci beaucoup ma chérie. Toi.
Il a été décidé de créer un bataillon d'intervention rapide dans chaque région militaire.
Il est toujours important de venir voir et de donner son opinion.
Lieutenant-colonel, commissaire Apostège, bonne arrivée.
Ça va.
Victime de Ney, comme tout à l'heure on venait de vous le dire, un agent explosif qui a pratiquement, vous voyez le pied, il est pratiquement à 4 pour l'opération. On a pu sauver ce pied. Que Dieu vous garde. Okay.
Ici, par exemple, nous avons le Gretel, baptisé Typhoon, qui peut transporter jusqu'à 11 combattants, parmi lesquels 4 membres d'équipage, qui ont du chaud d'argent, son tireur, son pilote, et son pourvoyeur, avec 4 combattants à l'intérieur.
El Monumento! Bon, l'hélicoptère que vous avez devant vous également est un hélicoptère qui, sur la base, on a 3 pilotes.
Je porte avec beaucoup, mais beaucoup de fierté cette casquette. Aujourd'hui, il y a beaucoup plus de désinformation que d'information. Le bir est la fierté de tout Camerounais aimant son pays. À la force du ballon et ses 2 pieds et la tête, il a conquis le monde. Il a honoré l'Afrique, il a honoré le Cameroun, on l'appelle le BTGO.
My dear people of Ambazonia, that was Samuel Eto'o. In the 65 years of existence of La République du Cameroon, there have been too many presidents of Fecafoot. How many presidents of Fecafoot had the opportunity to go from one city to the other to Ghana titles? Roger Albert Miller did wonders in 1990. Samuel Eto'o never got anything to La République du Cameroon, to the point where Roger Albert Miller got, taking La République du Cameroon to the quarterfinals of the World Cup, and they almost reached the semi-finals. It was a first in Africa. Roger Miller was received in every single capital in Africa and even across the world for his prowess. But Roger Albert Miller never had a chance to get to these levels. We have had tough people at the helm of Feka Food. No. What Samuel Eto'o is doing is not Feka Food business. How many presidents of Feka Food are allowed to go visit military installations and are given military honors? You had Samuel Eto'o, that's the installation he's visiting. Eto'o had military honors. You had them sing the national anthem for Eto'o, who even had a chance to review the troops. And it tells Paul Biya nothing. Can Maurice Kamto try that? Could Frundi try that? Can Cabral Libi try that? Can anybody try that? In La République du Cameroon, with Paul Biya there, that's Paul Biya's B. Ngongo is silent. Motazi is silent. Everybody is silent. Amugo Bellingham and others are silent. Nobody is making a noise. My people of Ambazonia, and I'm telling the idiots, sorry to call them, of La République du Cameroon, you are there waiting for 2025. Why they are letting the goal right in front of you before your very eyes? And then this picture came out. This flyer. Program. Cook, Samuel Eto'o, Unité Nationale. Did you see that? Please. By J. Paul Sarokamus, allow me the opportunity to laugh. Because, as a matter of fact, I am here to open the eyes of my people to things they are not able to see, to things they don't know, and to what the future portends and is all about. People are laughing. Even the citizens of La République are there laughing. 2025, on va voir. In 2025, we will see. But they are dribbling them right before their very eyes. They are crushing them before their very eyes. When you see Samuel Eto'o with a flyer, Gouvernance, Unité Nationale, Programme, Rassembler pour transformer, élection présidentielle 2025. Rejoignez-nous. Plus 336 d'attaque de diaspora. Programme, Rassembler pour transformer, Gouvernance, Unité Nationale. And then, this flyer has a unique purpose. This flyer is out there to create that impression that Samuel Eto'o fils is positioning himself as an opponent to Paul Biya at the presidential election 2025. Social media activists of La République du Cameroon, some of them are being seriously prepared, both abroad and back at home, to come out there to draw a parallel between Samuel Eto'o fils and George Oppong Weah. To say, Samuel Eto'o fils, Ballon d'Or African, although it's not Ballon d'Or worldwide, Goliath d'Or and everything, multi-milliardaire and all of that, wants to reenact the George Weah stint in Liberia, in Cameroon. And so therefore, Satan pour Paul Biya et le RDPC. They are putting these things up for a reason. After they saw how the church reacted, after they saw how the national community in La République Cameroon reacted. Listen, For those who were alive in the 1990s, who recall that in the 1990s leading to 1992, while Paul Biya was facing vicissitudes in the political arena, there was someone who came up there. He was a young man. He was only 33 or 36 years old. They called him Anta Gasagai. You laugh at me? I'm a journalist. That's why I'm playing that role in this liberation movement. I'm a journalist. Oh, yes. I worked as a senior journalist for at least 10 of the 19 years that I put in as a journalist for the Cameroon National Broadcaster CRTV. After I created a paper, became the president of the Cameroon Anglophone Newspaper Publishers Association, CANPA, and all of those. I worked across the board, both for the private and the public media. I will tell you, that's why you see me, I don't read from any source when I talk to you. Because this history, everything is in my head, is in my brain. I live this thing, I researched them, I participated, I did everything at the time. I've told too many people in this liberation movement that I'm unique. Unique in my contribution. I don't fight for power. I'm not interested in power in Ambazonia. Power is not my business. So please, if you are fighting me because you think I'm bad, looking for power, drop it. I'm interested in our freedom. When we're free, I'll have my space in Ambazonia. I like to go back home. You need to know that. That's why I'm putting my all my professional know-how in this liberation movement. That's why all your insults, all your attacks and everything mean nothing to me. I do this for my people. Usually, when I say please, if you can, help contribute to sponsor this liberation movement. Because there are a lot of people who, when they watch my shows, they look at me. They say he's a president of the consortium. He's this, he's that. I can call him and I can have her. And I call you because I work closely with the team of the Ambazonia Relief Fund. Please put in $1, put in 10, put in 20. I can't stop thanking one of our sisters who at one point sent $300 to this fund and say, use it to sponsor any activity of our people of your choice because I like what you are doing. If you like what I'm doing, sponsor this movement. If you can't give it through this channel, give it through a trusted channel, a channel you trust. But when you drop it here, I serve those who reach out to me because they believe in me, because they know what I stand for in this movement. My people of Ambazonia. Anta Gasagai came up in 1992 as a young man from the north. He was young, 30-something only. And the intention was clear. He will galvanize the young people. He will get them. They will follow after him. He's young like us. This man will uproot that system. He will us. Why Anta Gasagai gathered a lot of young people in the end? Anta Gasagai did what? I endorsed Paul Biya's candidature. Because for now, he's old and experienced. We need his experience. We leave our fight to take over after him at the next election. And Anta Gasagai, he's deceased now. He was appointed Secretary of State. That was his gift. This is the exact role that has been assigned to Samuel Eto'o. That's why Samuel Eto'o is using government infrastructure, using the military, using the everything. Samuel Eto'o has been corrupted by Emmanuel Macron and Paul Biya, that's a Pudi, to front for him because they have observed that 2025 will be zone of death. They need to grind people like Kamto. They need to grind people like Cabral Libi. They need to grind, because Cabral Libi had an argument, he was a young man. They need to grind all those people. Nobody will make a noise against Samuel Eto'o. CRTV will promote him. Cameroon Tribune. He's in all the media. You think Paul Biya is stupid? No. When I talk to the regime barons that told me, my son, This is what is in the making. The people are being fooled. The people are being dribbled in plain sight. Samuel Eto'o Fils is not a savior for the Republic du Cameroon. No! Samuel Eto'o Fils is a Trojan horse. Trojan horse. Write it down. Trojan horse. Take note of this broadcast. Keep it. You bring it back to me when we are getting closer to the elections of the Republic du Cameroon. After Samuel Eto'o Fils would have endorsed Paul Biya, Samuel Eto'o Fils is out there. All the work you see him doing the movements, it is at the behest of Eto'o. It is on the ticket of Eto'o. It is at the behest of Mr. Paul Biya. It is for Mr. Paul Biya and his sister. It is for France. For those of you Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, who are being fooled, that support Samuel Eto'o Fils because he will be this Unité Nationale, this and that. You see that Unité Nationale there, it is to target those Southern Cameroonians who are still being deceived and who are still being cursed to think that anything good can come out of La République du Cameroon. You see that Unité Nationale, it is to fool you to believe that with a new young, a brilliant person, you listen, stop. Samuel Eto'o is wolf in sheepskin. Samuel Eto'o is working for the Biya system. They had to spend the money and energy to bail him out of the same situation they put him in, so that they should transform him into a useful idiot in their hands. Southern Cameroonians, aka Ambazonians, don't be fooled. Don't allow yourself to be enmeshed into this tomfoolery. We are bigger and greater than this. We should remain focused on what we care about. Let the citizens of La République be fooled, but we will help them to inform them, because we need them to be informed about this. We need them to be informed about this because they have to be informed. Because it will be useful for us when they are informed. Because it will also help them when they are informed. And I laugh. My people of Ambazonia, I want to thank each and every one of you that spared time to watch this broadcast. As usual, perhaps it was impromptu, but like I said, I work, and so I will only do this within my schedule. Trust me, I will continue to serve. Samuel Eto'o Fils is Trojan horse. Samuel Eto'o Fils is Paul Biya dressed in youthful garment, because he knows he's being rejected because of his age, and so just like you have a serpent that has to do what? A python, when it's already so old, it has to stay somewhere, and then it will regenerate by peeling off its skin. That's how Paul Biya appears to you now in Samuel Eto'o Fils, and will come back to himself at the opportune moment. If you doubt me, keep the watch. Wait for the time. You'll come back here and call me to send me a piece of color or not. I may not need it then, because this is what I have now, and I'm having my phone.